He said it himself, Pep Guardiola said it. If Manchester City did not beat West Ham at the weekend, then that was it. City are out of the title race. Arsenal beat Everton and City draw 1-1 with a battling relegation-threatened West Ham side. Brilliant performance for them. For the bigger picture now, after what Pep said, and he did not mince his words, he was very clear in what he said before the West Ham game. We need to win, otherwise it's over. The white flag has been raised by Pep Guardiola, but is this the white flag on his time in England? Is this it for Pep Guardiola? Is it an end of an era? Are City gonna go 2 seasons without winning not just the Premier League, but maybe perhaps now not even a trophy? Pep Guardiola going out of one of the most dominant eras in English football, 2 seasons in a row with no trophies. Never have we seen such a fragile Manchester City under Pep Guardiola. City playing in them games against Forest and Madrid and at weekend against West Ham. They never looked fully convinced in what they were doing. The tactics against Real Madrid, the goals that they conceded against Nottingham Forest, and then at weekend again against West Ham, summed up by the fact that City had 24 shots, but it never really looked like they created a chance in the game. Speculative shots, 14 corners in the game, and nothing of significance to talk about that can really say this is a Pep Guardiola Manchester City. They were pumping balls into the box like it was a David Moyes side for Everton. They didn't have that free-flowing football. They looked defeated. They look vulnerable on the break, and the money that Pep Guardiola has spent on this Manchester City side to look at now and the way that they are playing, the way that he is making desperate substitutions. Pep Guardiola sat in the stands watching after his touchline suspension was in play against West Ham, constantly on the phone, calling down to the sidelines, to his assistant coaches, saying that he needed substitutes doing. It was highlighted by the TV. By TV people talking about certain substitutes getting changed to come on, then Pep changing his mind. Is he tinkering too much? Has he overcomplicated the game of football? And has he undone his own good work at the end of his time here? Because it does look like it is the end of Pep Guardiola's time at Manchester City. Every single pundit and every bit of media now are taking their pound of flesh out of Pep Guardiola, questioning him about his tactics against Real Madrid. It is not allowed for a former Barcelona manager to be humbled and humiliated like that in Madrid, in the Bernabeu. But his 4-2-2-2 formation that was exposed by the quality that Real Madrid showed in that game that night. And Real Madrid haven't been in good form, but they showed Manchester City up that night. There was a plan from Nuno Espirito Santo with West Ham for that game at weekend against Manchester City, and it looked like it was easy for them. The form of Erling Haaland and rumours coming out about him being disillusioned with what is going on at Manchester City. Bernardo Silva constantly playing, and yes, he's good at weekend, but he's playing. You're not getting Shirky on the pitch. You're not getting Phil Foden on the pitch, Doku to Ginger Reinders. All of the money that Manchester City has spent, and Manchester City not getting the results that they need. This, for the first time in Pep Guardiola's era at Manchester City, the 10 years, the decade, it has never looked so bad. Is this the clearest sign yet that Pep has lost his touch? Is he ready for a new change? All of the cryptic clues in all of the press conferences talking about his end, the rumours about Maresca waiting in the wings to come in and take over at Manchester City because he knows the Manchester City players. Journalists like David Ornstein reporting this, that they have spoken to Maresca already. This is going back months into this season.
Seems like this may well be Guardiola's final season. Where do we stand with this whole business?
Yeah, John, I revealed on Thursday that Enzo Maresca is high among the candidates that Manchester City are considering in case Pep Guardiola leaves at the end of this season. And we've had no clarity on what's going to happen with him. Indeed, he spoke just on Friday and said we haven't had those discussions yet. But the feeling I get from speaking to numerous well-placed sources, mainly outside the club, is that this time he could well go at the end of this season. You could say we've been here before, but I've never heard it personally so resoundingly.
And I think now, as it's coming into the last stages of the season, to see City go out with a whimper like they are, 9 points with the way that Arsenal are grinding out results, It looks like 2 seasons without the Premier League title. But unless he can pull off a miracle at the Etihad this week in the Champions League and turn over a 3-0 deficit to Real Madrid, then Pep Guardiola's era at Manchester City is going to be tarnished by 2 really miserable, poor seasons with an awful lot of money spent on them players and that squad. Has he run out of ideas? Has he run out of money? Has he run out of replacements? Manchester City haven't replaced their best players recently. And this has always been something that Pep's managed to do in his time. Has he hit his ceiling? Is it over for Pep Guardiola? This is what everybody is talking about now. That game against West Ham at the weekend, that wasn't just a draw. That was a confession from Pep Guardiola saying that his team in this current form cannot keep up with Arsenal. His team have lost that bite. His team have lost that killer instinct. Pep Guardiola and everything that he's been through in this season, there has been a lot. He has been talking about the charges on Manchester City. He's been talking about the fixture pile-ups. He's been talking about the VAR, the refereeing and everything. It seems like it's been one complete moan fest throughout the season for Pep Guardiola about why his team are not performing to the right level. Everyone's against us. You heard the captain Rodri come out. He has now been, well, he's not been suspended. He should have been suspended. He got away with it. He just got a fine. But he came out and complained about refereeing decisions as well against Manchester City. It has just been excuse after excuse after excuse. And it's getting tiresome, and it looks like it's affecting Pep Guardiola. It looks like he has lost the love to fight and find a way of winning football matches his way. Because the Pep Guardiola way was ticky-tacky football, controlling games of football, silky moves and plenty of goals. The goals are dried up. Erling Haaland epitomises what is going on at Manchester City right now. No goals, one of the best strikers that we've seen in Premier League eras. He's not scoring at all. He's not even getting chances at the moment. Are managers and other teams figuring Pep Guardiola out? And can he handle it? It doesn't look like he can. He doesn't mince his words. There has been plenty of press conferences throughout this season where Pep Guardiola has had a go at one member of the media for criticising what he has done on the pitch. When he's lost a game, he always talks about how he's overly criticised, and when he wins, he's a genius. It is Pep Guardiola. It's all right when you're winning, but they do look like they are running out of ideas, Manchester City. They look like they're exhausted. They look like they cannot play Pep Guardiola football anymore. And even he has had to change the way that he has played and approached certain games. The players that we mentioned, the players that he hasn't brought on, the players that he doesn't know how to fit into his side at the moment and get the best out of. And that is only using Pep Guardiola's standards. It's not having a go at Pep Guardiola. It's saying that his standards have dropped. He hasn't got that killer instinct anymore. Exhaustion, problems off the pitch, political issues, everything that's happening at Manchester City. Is it all just too much for Pep Guardiola now? Has he had enough? Because his team sure as hell look like they have had enough. They are running through everything that they possibly can, but running out of ideas. And the points that they are dropping are just not Pep Guardiola's Manchester City. Dropping points to Spurs, dropping points to Forest, dropping points to West Ham United, all of them teams in the relegation zone. That was bread and butter for Pep in the past. And now it looks like the era is coming to an end and it's going out with a whimper for Pep Guardiola. Or can he turn it around? Is there a single % chance that he could actually turn this title charge around again and come back at Arsenal? Do you think this is the end of Pep Guardiola's reign in the Premier League? A decade-long dominant period for Pep is about to come to an end. Or is it? Get into the comments and let me know what you think. Make sure that you hit the like button as well. And of course, hit the subscribe button here on Adam FC. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you all in the next video.